Jai Gurudev. Question: what is the difference between Kriya Shakti and Nath, the spiritual sect founded by the 9 Nath Gurus, the chief among them being Matsyendra Nath and Gorakhnath sects? Answer: from the point of view of spiritual practices and the awakening and activation of Shakti, there is no significant difference between these two sects. Kriyaman Shakti is present in varying degrees within the bodies of various groups of individuals, such as householders, celibates, renunciants, and monks. It is true that the heights reached in the science of Shaktipat by the gurus of the Nath sects have not been equalled by those of our sect. One possible reason for this could be due to prior training in Hatha Yoga and complete renunciation of the world before Shaktipat initiation. Being thus prepared, the aspirant would reach a very high state of spiritual development immediately after initiation in Nath Parampara. In our sect, since it does not have the above mentioned insistence on prior preparations, some of the Shakti after initiation is employed in improvements and transformation of the neo initiate. Even after the initiation, the aspirant must pay special attention to the building of better foundation for spiritual advancement. Our sect is of more recent origin and covers many more disciples. Only the future can show how far we shall be able to develop the science of Shaktipat. Question: the motivation for a man's actions comes sometimes from the awakened Shakti within him and at the other times from his impure mind. How can the aspirant distinguishes between these two? Answer: according to Indian philosophy, a man's actions are affected by his intellect and his mind. Intellect is the faculty which discriminates between right and wrong, good and evil, just and unjust. Mind, according to this philosophy, is the emotional part of man's nature and is easily influenced by pleasure and pain, happiness and sorrow, love and hatred, and many other dualities. Ordinarily, most people are swayed by mind into the performance of undesirable deeds. But the spiritually advanced ones, under the dominance of their developed intellect, are more discriminating. When a man's actions are motivated by lust, passion, anger, greed, or delusions, and are preformed in order to get rid of something, to avoid certain circumstances, or to obtain unjust favors, it is the result of the dominance of emotions. When his actions are dictated by intellect, it is after having taken into consideration his religious beliefs, ashram, and social obligations, national laws, traditions and customs, ability, physical and mental capacities, wealth, and opportune time. In the case of an aspirant whose Kriyaman Shakti is awakened and active, there are auto suggestions received for right actions. Kriyaman Shakti assumes the duties of intellect in such a person, and the obedience here is that of the emotions to Kriyaman Shakti. Quite often, an aspirant mistakes the dictates of mind to be the voice of Kriyaman Shakti and acts accordingly. One has to be extra careful in this respect so that he avoids making blunders. The main distinction between the two voices is that the real voice is marked with the purity of mind and its desirelessness. Much more can be understood only by personal experience. Question: Group meditation has been recommended very highly. What is the actual significance of it? Answer: An aspirant is immensely benefited by performing sadhan in a group. The development of Kriya in group meditation takes place in such a way that it contributes to each according to his need. For example, an aspirant may find his kriyas to be more intense when meditating in a group than when he practices alone. Also, if a person experiences no movements, then the group meditation may help him to give a start in this. The aspirants who have reached the state of dhyan may, however, find some problems being with a group, as the crying, laughing, singing, jumping, dancing, etc., might come in the way of their peaceful meditation. But truly speaking, an aspirant reaching the state of dhyan should not be bothered by this. Meditators who find difficulties with this need, in fact, to experience more so that they can make their meditation even finer. On the other hand, those who have reached the subtler state of meditation while experiencing no problem are benefited as per their advanced spiritual requirements. Jai Gurudev.